Hello guys, how you all doing? It's 20th of March 2017, one of my best friend's birthday. So if he's watching, happy birthday, bro. Um, yeah, so what's going on? It's 8 o'clock in the evening, trying to get this out before half 8 for you all. Um, actually, I'm saying it's my best friend's birthday. This is him on the machine here, on my desktop here. I went to his band practice of the day. He's in a great band. They've been playing for like 10 years. Yeah, really good stuff. I personally, I used to play in bands years ago, and going along to this was really quite enlightening because it reminded me of what it was like to do that kind of stuff. So obviously now I'm wanting to pull out my guitar, which is over there. I've got my decks there, all this music stuff. But here I am still involved in the world of trading entrepreneurship. Anyway, so what's been going on? Lots of exciting things. Yeah, so I'm sounding quite positive. I shouldn't be really. Oh yeah, incidentally, somebody at my office today said that my hair, that I look like this guy from Home Alone. So yeah, that was a real positive moment for me. So thank you, Amrit, for that. But anyway, yeah, going back into trading world. Now, I almost got away with giving you some good news this week. I almost, obviously it's here. So I'm another half a percent down, um, which brings me a total of 5.57 down for the year. Uh, Still not hitting any trades. Now, um, what's interesting is though, I had this Aussie USD trade which was going pretty well. Um, I was fairly convinced I'd managed to set it to break even. I mean, it's only £6, well, £7 down, so it's 0.07% I've lost on it. But yeah, so but I didn't manage to get out risk free. So that just shows you that you do need to move your stops to the right side of break even once these rollovers are starting to build up. You know, it's 9th of February, so that's been running for I guess month and a half. Real shame because that trade started off going really well in a nice direction, and it's just completely reversed and flipped me out. Um, on the other side of it, let's have a quick look at that. On the other side of it, that is the entire point of a stop loss, right? So we'll come back to this one in a minute. Let me set that today, set that to 8 hours, just so we can see what the hell's going on here. So it was actually Aussie USD. Um, so boom, 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 boom. I got short somewhere around here, and I was rolling down with it, and I think I had my stops around. So my mouse is playing up. Stops around here, break even, stop me out. Now, interestingly, the setup, which I'm going to refer to in a minute, is closely related to this one. It's a very similar setup. So I don't want to. Okay, well, we will do this whilst we're here. So if you ever look at the weekly on Aussie USD, we're back up at these kind of support levels. Yeah, so we're in this channel on the weekly, which often gives a reasonable kind of range to trade in. Okay, we have got the support. You know, this is reasonable support. This is support here. I'm actually looking at it on Aussie dollar CAD at the moment, which is similar. As you can see, I've got my trade set up here. Um, yeah, I mean we're close to getting filled on that. What do I prefer? Let me just do this. I'll do this in real time. Let me unlink those and go Aussie dollar. There we go. Because I'm now doubting myself. I just want to make sure I've checked all this. So if I was doing the trade over here, I'd be looking to do something. So I'd probably be filling myself now. Yeah, a bit tricky with the stop. You'd really need to go about there, and then you've got about there. So I'd be getting about. Oh, sorry, my mouse is really playing. Freaking thing. I don't know what the problem is with this mouse on this monitor. So 150 to 480. What's that? About 3.5 to 1. Hang on, calculator. 480 to 150. No way to work stuff out in your head these days, is there? What did I say? 480 over 150. 3.2. So triple R 3.2 on that trade, and I don't think it's quite as good as that over here. So what have I got? 220 into. No, it's a bit better, isn't it? 880, 220. So I'm getting 4 there. Yeah, okay. Well, that makes sense why I've been looking at that trade. Um, yeah, that's the play. Now, something I actually want to talk to one of the guys in our trading group about is, I mean, it's just a discussion point, really. Obviously, this could just blast straight through here and up and stop me out. Um, the other option is you could wait for confirmation on a lower time frame to see what happens. Um, and it's an interesting point to debate, actually. In this case, I think I'm going to let it roll. Um, and yeah, we'll see where we go from there. What I do like about this setup here is that my stop is miles out here, right? So any hunting that's going down, I should be well behind it. So if it really does get up here, we'll know that this wedge trade, this channel trade that I'm going for stopped me out. Anyway, we're kind of hopping around a little bit today. So yeah, I mean, I was talking about the weekly close. That's that perfectly inverted equity curve there. If this was running the other way, I'd be really happy. But I'm determined to turn it around. What else can I do other than trade? Yeah, I mean, obviously I can change the way I'm trading a little bit. Um, but I still, in my soul, I don't think I'm trading that badly. I think I'm just getting seriously unlucky. So, if I'm getting seriously unlucky, I just keep handle turning. The only exclusion to that is the news potential, which Virgil, if you're watching this, will no doubt back me up with because he's always punching me in the face about it, which I do think is right. So, my stance on news is try and get out of the way of it. Don't put any orders in before it. I'm still not quite of the opinion of um, completely avoiding all trading around it, but we'll see. There's no right or wrong in this game. There's only risk management, and risk management is key, and therefore using that argument, getting completely out of the way and use is the way to go, and not having any trades in would be the way to go. Incidentally. I was originally talking about this. What is going on with this mouse? Drives me insane. It's a good mouse as well. I think there's something software related. Um, so I talked about the Aussie USD one that stopped me out, and then I got carried away on all kinds of other things. This silver one was fascinating, right? I won't go into it because I want to try and do this as quick as I can. I won't get the charts up. But what effectively happened was I had a reasonable setup. We had the news of the interest rate rise, excuse me, last week. Drove all the markets nuts across the board, really. But in the case of silver, I got filled. Basically, the spread just went like that. Well, that's how I interpret it anyway. And when spreads go like that, you basically can get filled at close instantly. And incidentally, that was exactly when Aussie dollar USD closed as well. So I had a very bad emotional response to that, which I'm totally cool with. You have bad emotional responses. Key is to not let them affect what you're doing. So I just kind of went, I'm not touching trading for the rest of the week. I did wonder whether I should this week, but I think I'm okay. Famous last words, right? And I've only found that one trade which I like the look of, or that I want to take. So anyway, yeah, it's important to realise what happens when liquidity dries up or when there's big news announcements. So if there's a massive news announcement, the market freaks, right? Which can cause liquidity issues, or the brokers just don't know what to do because it's all gone a bit nuts. So what they do is they move the prices outwards. So effectively your spread gets a lot bigger. Now at any point that happens, you're basically at a loss, right? In theory you're getting filled at prices you don't want to get filled at. But it can, so in my case it just went open, close, and it was exactly the same minute, probably the same second. I mean, you don't see it loads. You used to see that kind of stuff more. Well, you do see it more on stocks. I mean, in general, the currency markets have massive amounts of liquidity, but you can see it there as well. I mean, if anyone was still trading or was trading around the unpegging of the Swissy against the euro. Is that right? Yep. When the bankers pulled the pin on that, that's exactly what happened. You know, liquidity just dried up and prices went. So all these people, you even if you wanted to, you couldn't close out the positions, and the price. Well, that happens is the automatically the well, what do you want to say? The market makers, the guys taking your orders, will just keep moving the prices out until there's demand, right? So yeah, in the case if you're buying, they'll push it. You know, if they're looking for sellers, they'll just keep moving the prices out until eventually they find some. Um, yeah, and when liquidity drives up, you're in the shit. Anyway, that was a bit of an aside topic. But I find all that interesting. I'm really interested in the mechanics of the markets and stuff. And you know, I spent a lot of time looking into like how stock markets work and how orders are executed. And basically, I think that helps you as a trader because effectively you want to be a market maker. Yeah, that's how you want to think. You want to be thinking, right, so the public's here, where do I set my price? And that can help you out putting your orders in the right positions because that's effectively all they're doing, which you know goes back to sorry, I've got ants in my pants today. You know, that goes back to thinking not like the herd mentality, and that's how the market makers will profit basically. Because I mean, every year, you know, they got order flow as well, I suppose. But again, even that on their on Forex is hard to actually get accurately. I suppose you do get all the actual intermediary kind of dealing desks, which the Forex houses have and the spread betting houses have. So they're able to look at exactly what weights and what position, you know, what currency. I mean, so they'll be able to gain insight for which way the public's going, and if they want trade against you in theory or move the prices against you. Do I think that's unfair? Probably not. That's the game. They're market makers. That's what they do. They set the prices. If you don't like it, don't play. But anyway, or become one. That's the other. That's the other option. Become a market maker. Right. Yeah. Interesting. If anyone's, I'm going on a different things here. If you're interested in that sort of stuff, just start YouTubing market makers explained, and they're in the States they're called specialists. We call them market makers. I mean, they're not so traditional now, not the traditional guys in the pits, but you know, the mechanics are still the same for the best part. Anyway, I'm blethering on, so I check that out. I might add that to the thing, to the title here. So insight wise, I haven't got anything massive to say. As I say, I've kind of scaled back a little bit, but I'm still in the game. So I identified these two shorts. I preferred Aussie CAD at the moment. There is a bias to that, actually. Is there a bias? No, there isn't a bias. I'm making it up as I go. So I prefer the Aussie CAD. Yeah, so I'm checking my live screens. So there's that. There was EuroCAD short. I'm not saying these are the only things out there, but these are the only things I'm interested in. EuroCAD, what we got here? Short, so where was I getting that? That's the weekly, this is the daily. Yeah, this signal here, don't really love it. I've just noted it. So that's that. What else have we got? We've got some fairly important news coming up. Rate decisions for New Zealand. I am in a New Zealand trade at the moment, which I'll show you actually. CAD as well, so I'm talking about CAD, more from the Fed. Yeah, we're news rich at the moment, so be cautious out there. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, open trade. So what do we call that? 0.8% risk. Happy with that. So open, I've got USD Loonie, which is doing its thing. It's needing to roll over. I have got Kiwi Swissy, which I can't see. Do it this way. NZD Swissy, which is starting to look a bit strong here. This trade was out of my the group that I'm a member of. So shouts out to the key trader there. This trade's actually looking really nice now, despite scaring the crap out of me. because we went through this, which was freaking close to getting stopped out. So excellent positioning of stop loss, or it just went our way. What's nice is it's now actually showing a quite a nice buy signal on the daily here, and yeah, we'll see where that goes. That might have been, I think that was the signal we got in on anyway. So yeah, that's that. How long are we up to? 15 minutes. I'm under 20. Loads of love. Hope you're having fun. Keep trading. If you like the video, please give it a like on Facebook or a like on YouTube or whatever. I'm also on, I opened up an Instagram thing as well. So Showboat and Trader. Check that out. You'll see the photos going out. Yeah, I'm just trying to build up all kinds of things here. As I say, I don't really have any ambition to make money out of trading or anything. This is all just my own personal journey shared with you guys. I also want to kind of ramp up on sharing some of the business stuff which I'm doing as well. So yeah, big love you all. Have fun, and most importantly, live the dream.